the Ravens Revenge may have.
Llama Record Company, Hand of Blood, is trying his hand and slaying these players, but it does not go his way as Tamoya comes in. No Llama Record Company, they stay strong. They're still racking up the points. Scissor says, no, friends. This is not allowed. You cannot continue to do this. Clytex also wants in on this as well. And Scissors meets at a timely end.
Meanwhile, the Ravens Revenge have not stopped climbing points. If they have 4 members up here, it's about even to 1 player on that D point. So just continuing to stay there. Finally, the Little Whip Warriors, Ninja, and crew are going to clean that up and put an end to it just before they hit 2,000. But on the other side, Chicken Champions are looming. They have 4 players on a single point, not the mega point in the center. See what's going on with them. They're all lurking. I don't think anybody really is too worried about them, but you know, with all 4 players here, it could all of a sudden become a nuisance.
Back down on that center point. You got Hand of Blood trying his hand again. Did not go his way. Kotu is here though for the Funky Fighters. He was able to rack up a small amount of points, but still, every little point you can gather is going to make a difference going in the end. And look, Gotaga and Ravens Revenge are back on the point, but so are the Funky Fighters. There was 3 for just a moment. Chaos is down, just breaking out down on the center point right now, Bala.
What is this? Literally every single sword bearer and almost every single player here from the Llama Record Company is using those tactical shotguns and getting in. But again, the Ravens Revenge are on point with 4 players, just shooting down, throwing impulses where they can, and just making sure they're accruing all those points. Meanwhile, the D point, nobody has gotten anywhere since the Funky Fighters were left there for so long. It all depends how this all unfolds. Hold on, they're trying to get a base. I think they might finally break through. No, they lose and trade off evenly every single time.
4 minutes left on that timer, and Bala, these guys have been uncontested. It's just now that the Little Whip Warriors want to try and make the push, but look at Gotaga. He's literally just slicing through all these ice cream cones. I was going to try and say hot knife through butter, but this is ice cream. It doesn't quite work that way.
It's crazy how nobody except the Little Whip Warriors are trying to contest the Ravens Revenge right now. They are sitting on the point by themselves with 4, but again, the Funky Fighters in the center with 4 players. They are not even making any noise. They're not showing that there's anybody there. They are rising so fast. Finally, Turtle comes in. He spots them out, but that's not going to be enough. They shut him down immediately. They're still on the point.
They need these boxes up. They need to bunker down. Look at this. They just overtook the first spot. Someone needs to do something about this. Guys, they're taking up again. You have to go in the center.
Get it. Oh my God. Funky Fighters again take the win here on Sky Station Showdown, the first match of the Golden Games. And that is a huge victory leading into the rest of these.
Just unbelievable. For so long, Gotaga and Ravens Revenge sat on the green point completely uncontested. And then for a moment, everyone forgets about the center point, and that's enough for all 4 members of the Funky Fighters to sit on the point and just rise above everyone else. And by the time everyone could kind of figure out what was going on, it was too late. They stole away the first golden game.
Ridiculous that nobody was able to spot that out. It seemed like Turtle was going to say, okay, guys, they're all on the point. Everybody start doing everything you can to stop them, because he saw all 4 members. They went from less than 1,000 once the D point was out to all the way up to win. And it was 400 points for the Ravens Revenge at the end there. Right. But you do have to also think about who else came very close in second. Ravens Revenge, who's in third. We'll be able to find out in a bit with the standings, but just an unbelievable performance there from the Funky Fighters to realize exactly what must be done. That was the second time they completely boxed up that entire D point.
Yeah, and just completely uncontested, but that's it for the first of 3 golden games. And for the Funky Fighters, they secure that win. But for now, let's send it back over to Pookie. She's standing by with the winners. Pookie, down to you.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I am down here with the Funky Fighters. Another victory. I feel like I've been talking to you guys all day, but how did you find that remix game? Because those rules were a little bit different than what you were used to. So what was your strategy going into that week?
I mean, everything was so, unexpected. We were last and we came first because we got the middle. the point system because every player gets points. So we win. Like, it was so exciting.
So exciting indeed. Now, Raven's Revenge was in first place for most of that match. You guys knew that you had to come up from behind, which you absolutely did, but I kind of just want to talk a little bit about how there are 3 teams tied right now for first place, and the winners of this set will be taking home. Surprising. So I don't want to put too much pressure on you guys, but what is your strategy going into the next game? Are you going to stay the same? Are you going to change things up? You're going to go for the middle again?
Probably. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing, and as long as it works, we're just gonna keep it up.
For sure. Sounds like a great strategy. Finally, over here to you. When you heard that there was a remix kind of blind side come in, what was your first reaction to hearing that?
Yellow, go to yellow circle and win.
Just win. I love it. It's so easy. It's such a great concept. All day, all of these things we break down, but at the end of the day, you just gotta win. Back to you guys at the desk.
Cookie with the most insightful knowledge you'll ever need in your entire life. It doesn't matter. Just win. I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong. You're winning. I'm trying.
We're
doing
all
the
winning
best I
here
can.
at the World Cup.
We all are in. But so are these players that have taken the stage. Now, don't forget, the competition is a big factor in how the final $1 million prize pool is divvied out. And Pookie touched on it perfectly, actually. Right now, there's a 3-way tie.
Yep.
All right, and that's something we need to take a look at with those standings, just to give you the refresher. So, Funky Fighters, Fish Fam, and the Chicken Champions all have that silver llama. Now, don't forget, every single match they play, they're also walking away with a prize pool that they're splitting 4 ways. That part's awesome. But man, that extra $1 million prize pool at the end will be huge. So either the Funky Fighters, Fish Fam, or Chicken Champions need to win that golden llama for one of them to win, or if you're on the outside looking in, you just want that gold llama. Because if you win that llama, that means you and your team actually win that pot.
Yep. You win the $1 million final prize, the Creative World Cup. So all is on the line right now. Those prizes, as they shake up into the next sets, are going to be so crucial to keep an eye out. The Funky Fighters taking a good first lead. Now, we've seen again in these first matches of the set, if people who win the first game don't end up changing. So you have to have a consistently good performance into the next game, which is the Junkyard Juke, and then into the next game too, which is the World Run.
That's right.
They're all golden. All the golden games.
All the golden games. Not the golden boys. Now, don't forget, if you guys are watching, watch also at Fortnite.com/watch. If you're watching in game, you can do that as well. If you go to Fortnite.com/watch, you can actually kind of hone in on a specific team. There's 10 different teams to take a look at. You can say, like, you know what, I'm all about the fish man. I'm just going to watch it there for a second. You can do that. Go to Fortnite.com/watch. Take a look. Here are a breakdown of your feeds right there on screen.
It's an incredible new feature. I checked it out on my phone earlier, and just unbelievable, seriously, to see all the different POVs, to see the first and second place POVs, and then also to be able to pick who you want to watch. You can watch Lachlan in feed 8, you can watch Gotaga in feed 4, so just an awesome feature. Go check it out. It's amazing.
Yeah, for sure. And don't forget, guys, we are 1/3 of the way through the Golden Games. First one, Sky Station Showdown, is in the books, and the Funky Fighters were in fact the winner. Now we move on to the second game. That is the prop hunt, aka Junkyard Juke. And don't forget, the remix, 10-point props.
Only the large ones. You can't go with the little crowbar. You can't go with the wood planks. You can't go with any of that. And there is one of the prizes for the teams that won before. We've got 10 seconds until the game launches. Zeke, the second game of our Golden Games here, guys. It's time.
1, the game begins. Now, just a refresher, we can only be 10-point props. So let's break down what these 10-point props are. You've got a snowman. By the way, there's no snow anywhere else on the map. You've got a Christmas tree with the gold bomb on top. Nope, that sticks out like a sore thumb. A giant gnome? Well, I mean, it kind of blends in depending on where you stand. You know, if you hide something that's behind something that's blue, you can make the hide. A giant teddy bear. You've got the target. You've got the rusted out car. I mean, you've got the giant dumpster. So, you know, as you kind of scan your eyes across the map, you know, you can see things like the dumpster, the rusted out car, the target. These are things that could be. Whoa. All right, Kaz. All right, this guy is guys got the eyes of a hawk. But these props are going to be, they're going to stick out like sore thumbs is what I'm trying to get at.
Yep. And a little, ooh, Kaz, awesome. You see his reaction?
Yeah, even Kaz is like, ooh.
He's like, wait, Scissors was there. He is finding everybody right now. Good vision. And it is interesting. You got to make sure you know who the guards are at the beginning of this. It's the Little Whip Warriors on the bottom level. They're clearing out the house right now. They're making sure nobody is approaching. Only 4 teams have scored right now.
Trying to find people that there was definitely someone back there that was there's not supposed to be 3 trucks back there, I don't think. But you know, in playing this, the best way to kind of go about this is every time those blinds come up, you want to reload right then on the spot. Yes, you can try to make blind fires. Unless you're certain, you're like, no, I know where my crosshair is. That's a player. Take the shot. Absolutely. But when those blinds come up, you want to reload. You want to have as many shots as possible before that next I guess shade comes back up, right?
And the Ravens' Revenge being the other guards, but nice shot there from Taldak. Yeah, you mentioned when the blinds, I'm calling it the black, when the black comes up, take the time to reload and make sure you're taking time for Taldak to stop and try to remember exactly what you saw. Don't move your POV, don't move your camera at all. As you try to recognize exactly what changed, you've got to use the uptime of your vision to take as many shots as possible to clear out what you think is possibly a prop. That player came down from below. He hit one of those springboards. Ayuzi moving forward, Sand as well. They're all going with the targets. Ayuzi gets in just barely because Taldak missed his shot.
Man, this is really good for the Funky Fighters. They've taken themselves to 9 It's only 20 points, nothing substantial yet. But if they can do this every single round, again, another big prop going in. They're at 50, 30 points ahead of the pack. And only 3 teams behind them, they can't play the champions. And look, time is done. So that's it. So don't forget, Ravens. All they have to do is get 2 new cards. You've got the Chicken Champions and the Funky Fighters. So now they can try to lock out other players. Right, because again, these are big 10-point props. There's a lot of them as well. You know, the props outnumber you pretty substantially.
And if you recall the first game,
You know what? I just gotta go. I just gotta. band together right now. They need to rally, and they need to make this happen. Round 3 begins. You've got the Fish Fam and the Sunshine Soldiers in the middle. So now the Fish Fam, you know, we saw this before. They got this lead, but now they have to try and lock everyone else out from getting points. And as we've clearly seen, it is actually way more difficult than it sounds.
Judging by the first run of the Funky Fighters, they got 50 early on. We'll see if they can get and double their score, essentially, to tie up with the Fish Fam. But Sunshine Soldiers also being a guard, and the first 2 right now ending up on guard watch.
2.5 minutes left on this timer. You see people hitting these hidden little bumpers. So a little surprise in case you've been wondering why have they been flying up. There's little secret bumpers that are buried. One right here. There's a little silver dome. If players touch it, they're actually launched into the sky. And it's a very clear, like, hey, this is a person. They have disguised themselves as a prop. You should probably eliminate them. 2 minutes here on the clock. And Fish Fam are just tearing it up. Look, Funky Fighters, they were guards last round. They were behind pretty far. And now they're starting to close up that gap, right? If they can get another 3 props in within this 2-minute timer, they're going to be in a great spot heading into that final round.
Tyler trying to hold it down before he gets his last opportunity to go with the props. But here the Cuddle Crew, and they're going to be on guard watch next. So if they don't solidify this lead very strong right now, it's going to be so difficult. Meanwhile, the Ravens Revenge did finally get a prop in. They could have a final round that could be amazing. Continue to watch here for the Cuddle Crew. Llama Record Company and Funky Fighters all earn a point in just a second there. 1 minute and 20 seconds for this guard watch to end.
Cuddle Crew's only a single prop behind. The Funky Fighters are only 2, and so are the Llama Record Company. Raven's Revenge is now on the board with a single. That's a Raven. Look at that. Scissors, he's got this on lock. He's got the entire map laid out in his mind, and he can tell the difference. Ooh. Wait, does he catch 2? He did not. Wait, these other 2 trucks, are they actually going to make it in? They're making it in. Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Scissors, they snuck right under his nose. They get in.
Oh, he hit that person from the blind!
He heard you, Zeke. He knew.
Listen.
Flexing a little bit on everybody.
He knows I'm a big fan of his. All right, he knows. Cuddle Crew. Gotta watch the bumper. There is one hidden. You see right there in front? Careful. You can see it. It's right there. Don't do it. Nope. Never mind. That was, looks like that was Fish Fam.
And it looks like a lot of props are making it towards the center right now. I think I just saw 3. Very close. Here's the approach from Huizi. Remember, they have to get sorted to get scored. So Tomoya, I think, will be the last prop here. Bensor making a push for it. No. But what a push there at the last second. They do all tie up. 3, the top 3 are tied up at 100. So that means this last round of Junkyard Juke is going to be so crucial.
This is very scary heading into round number 4. So take a look. In the center of the map, you've got Spenos and his crew. So don't forget, there's 3 teams tied. For the Fish Fam, you've got the Funky Fighters, and you've got the Cuddle. So basically, they are well ahead of the pack, but they're fighting each other right now. Little Whip, or excuse me, sorry, the Llama Record Company, and now Little Whip and the Cuddle Crew, they're at 90, so they could close that gap, but they have to work so much harder to do that. You've got the Cuddle Crew in the middle, and this means they're not racking up any points for this round, right? They're just trying to keep everyone else from accruing points.
5th place or lower at this point. If they don't have a good performance, even the Sunshine Soldiers, the and the Chicken could go through. Nice shot there from his team. Joining them as well as the Llama Record Company in 2nd place. So 2nd or lower is all they can achieve.
So for right now, Llama Record Company, remember, they can't accrue points. They literally have to try and stop Fish Fam and the Funky Fighters from racking up points. If they get even 1 through, they are going to be edged out. Everything is riding on this moment right now. How accurate are they? How quickly and how much do they remember the map? Look at all these props here on the left side of the screen. One just got through with the quest. Little Whip, look, they took over. So did Fish Fam.
Nice shot there.
Great shot for sure.
He knew that there was a prop approaching. He knew that he didn't find anything in the last couple of seconds. He knew. Is he going to be able to find this one? You can see he's pre-firing through the black as they all try to approach. What a nice play from Alex. Nice strategy. Now remember, now that the Little Whip and Fish Fam have taken the lead, the Funky Fighters fall to 3. And since they got first in the first game, that means it's just more close when you think about the overall standings here.
Yeah, look, Little Whip again, get another prop in. They're pushing ahead, man. These guys are pulling away from the pack right now. Llama Record Company, they've got to just start trying to pick off these props. They've got to keep the Fish Fam and Little Whip down. Maybe have someone else potentially contest, but right now, man, the Little Whip Warriors, Ninja and his team are just destroying this final round.
Oh, the rest is so important as well. Svenhouse and Co. doing a very good job on guard duty right now. Besides the top two, ended up getting a couple of points. They're not letting anybody below them really earn anything. A lot of props approaching right now. The timing's going out. Ninja gets in with the car, scores. And that just solidifies the lead even further, but I think Fish Fam scored. No, they didn't. Look, first place to Little Whip Warriors now. There's no tiebreaker involved. 20 seconds to go. Can anybody else score?
You just got to go. Do not jump. You just got to go. That's right. Oh, okay, there's another round of points coming through. Little Whip at 150. And look, Taldak's right here. That's going to put him at 160 with 10 seconds left.
The win for sure for the Little Whip Warriors here, and Junkyard Juice as the timer expires, as Ninja scores in the final moments, as well as Taldak. The first win for the Little Whip Warriors, and the crowd had a better time here, Z.
That's right, man. Don't forget, those Silver Llamas are scattered right now. This puts them in a great spot. If they can get this world run win, they can secure themselves that gold llama, and out of nowhere they can steal away the victory from everyone else around. A fantastic showing of the Little Whip Warriors, man, dude. They came out of nowhere. They were just on it. They flipped the switch and they said, you know what, we're getting all these props in, and we're just going to get full away from the back.
That's what happened. Perfect play at the beginning. They had the guard defense. They didn't let anybody get over close to, I think the Ravens are, no, the Ravens had 0. I'm thinking of Funky Fighters had 50 in the first half. Ended up starting to slow down. They didn't manage to keep up their pace. Little Whip Warriors took perfect advantage.
Yeah, and I mean, you can just kind of see that they were very calm. Navigated the map correctly. You kind of saw it happen a little bit, but there was almost like this clustering that happened. You know, when you've got 3 rusted cars right next to each other where there clearly is no rusted cards at all, you're like, okay, well, these guys are very clearly props, right?
They figured it out eventually.
They did.
Separate, approach all in different waves.
Yep.
Use the props in front, you know, protect so that the guys who are just barely behind you can then make their approach and get 2 points at least, or at least 20 points in this remix version. But great points for Little Whip. Again, didn't come at a better time because that in contention. That's the bonus. That is the win. That is the win condition for this Creative World Cup.
I think the only thing that we can do right now is take down off the stage. From the Little Whip Warriors. So let's go over to stand by right now. All right, so I'm going to be honest. I thought early on the Sky Station Showdown, Ninja Squad specifically was going to be dominating because of the fact that, you know, the way the qualifiers work, you guys were out there running shooter trials. You were struggling, but you guys are finally finding your stride. So let's just touch on it. How does it feel to be in the running? Now you finally got a victory. You're so close. The Golden Llama's on the line. You guys are so close. What do you think about this?
Honestly, kind of relieved, to be completely honest with you guys, because, I mean, we were kind of nervous the first 3 minutes. Not doing the best, but now we're here, so, I mean, hey.
Alright, so you're in the running, you can hold this lead, but more importantly, what team do you guys feel you need to shut down? I think it's the Funky Fighters. Is there any other team that specifically, I know we started off, Ninja said the Ravens Revenge, but I don't know, I think things are really shaking up. What squad out here is surprising you so far?
Dude, those Ravens, man, like, yesterday we were fighting with them all day. We got the edge on them yesterday, but today they came out and surprised us.
There you guys have it. So, as you can see, easily things can really shake up here, and just like that, suddenly, it's anyone's game to win. Ninja Squad takes it all in. Well, we'll have to see, because we have a single golden game. And in case you've forgotten, it's the World Run. And the remix is a single life.
That's so brutal. You can't understand how difficult that is going to be. I mean, especially when everything is on the line here. Everything matters. Everybody wants to play on this box.
That's right. Don't forget, I mean, this team is bouncing around, right? We started on one run. We saw 6 teams of 8 rack up to 30 points. But next week, go there and be ready for that. Then we move to Junkyard Juke. So these guys may not be in a, once you've been doing it back to back, you almost built up that muscle memory. You may not have that based on this. We'll have to see, man. Right.
There's no mechanics in Junkyard Juke are the same at all in the World Run. So we'll have to see if they still are warm for that.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? If you want to play these things, don't forget they're actually in game right now. They're available as LTMs. Play them through the weekend. You've got until Sunday. If you want to check them out, give them a try. I'm telling you, they are super fun. If you get more coins than me, I got 14. That's fine. I'll hold the L. I respect it. I'm not a death runner. I'll be honest. I'm not much of a BR player. I'm pretty bad actually. That's why Sundown carries me pretty much the entire time. Well, let's focus in on these games. Don't forget. Let's not talk about how terrible I am. Gold Llama. That's what's on the line right now.
Ninja just actually found out what the remix was there. It looked like he read something he was surprised.
He was like, wait a minute.